Marcellus, get us rolling.
Yes, sir.
Should the Ravens go out of their way to protect Lamar tonight?
No, not at all. The old adage in the locker room, what got you there will get you there. And that's in mentality. That's in work habits. You don't want to mess with the mojo. So you can look at situations. I remember playing through the era of the Indianapolis Colts. And you're a guy from Indy. You know all about this, that 05 year, that 07 year sandwich between that championship year. And they decided to rest their starters. They started getting into that mindset of, all right, rest. And some people were saying, oh, that could be rust. And now we're trying to introduce to Lamar Jackson, relax. Another one. Be careful, brother, because what happened when they tried to rev that engine once again? Being a number one seed, nothing. Lost in the divisional round both of those years. So this is a situation I don't want to mess with the moxie. It's rolling right now. Everyone in the NFL is resting something, whether it's on the injury report or not. Let this guy go out there, continue playing, and keep the flow going.
Before Michael Jackson did that moonwalk, he probably had 100 people, 150 people protecting him, right? Went on there. After he did that moonwalk, do you think they said, you know what, let's keep his security detail at 150? No. Answer is no. So, yes, the answer is yes. You are going to continue to try to protect Lamar Jackson. If he's MJ, then this is LJ, right? You're going to try to protect LJ. You're going to try to beef up the detail and the security of how you protect this guy because he is on the level of enamoring onlookers the way that Michael Jackson did when he moonwalked. So, yes, you're going to protect. You're not going to
more old linemen. What you saying?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe you might go with an unbalanced line. You may go with double tight. Whatever it may be, it's going to be a style of play. And keep in mind, Earl Thomas put it out there. The referees are on notice as well. It's a nationally televised game. Those referees, all they need on their hands is to see a Lamar Jackson splayed out on the field based upon a hit that could have been avoided. So expect the referees to be on point and expect the Baltimore Ravens to continue to try to protect him as they probably always have anyway.
Yeah, they should go out of their way to protect him. And it's more so play calling, how many read options you're gonna win this game. They're gonna win this game.
Oh, really?
They're gonna win this game.
Oh, okay.
Now, they notice Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens training staff, even Coach Harbaugh, they know the severity of this injury. And so if the injury is as such where we need to be careful, they're going to be careful. And if it's not too much, then they're going to unleash him.
But what's careful? He got hurt in the pocket.
No,
that was careful.
No, when I say be careful, I mean we're going to limit. The Vic record is all but broken. And so you don't, whether you break it tonight,
he didn't get hurt running.
You break it next week.
I thought that was
the ultimate goal is a Super Bowl. You don't want to risk.
I'm just asking you to materialize your words. So what do? If he gets hurt in the pocket like he did, and you're saying, okay, don't call any run plays.
No. I'm not saying.
What plays can you have for him?
This is what I'm saying. Once the game is out of control, you get him out of there.
Okay.
He's going to know going into the game, we don't want as many design runs if your quad is bothering you like we believe it is.
But by history, he's actually been safer running the football. He even mentioned of that.
And this is the thing. No. This is the thing, though. He going to hand it off to Mark Ingram.
So you said just hand it off.
I'm saying I would probably play the first quarter the way that I normally would play a first quarter. And if I get a lead...
You get him out.
Not get him out, because, again, I want to probably get through the first half. But if I get a lead, I'm going to then start depending on my defense to create field position for me. I'm not going to let this guy run the ball anymore if I get any sort of lead. And if I do drop him back to pass, yes, will I keep a tight end in and make sure this guy doesn't get hit?
You know he only throws the tight ends and running
back. I'd say a tight end in.
Okay.
And so, I'm bending over backwards because, again, whether it's in the pocket, out of the pocket, I don't want Lamar Jackson taking hits today. I want him to get through this game as clean as possible, get this 10 days of rest, and then restart the whole – because I think he needs this. I think this quad injury is more significant than they're letting on. The fact that he's listed as questionable going into tonight, to me, is an indication that it's a serious injury. And when this guy's been so special with his legs, I just don't want him to get caught up in this is their last nationally televised game. Mike Vick in the house, Troy Aikman, Joe Buck, Fox TV, biggest game of the night. I don't want him out there like feeling any pressure to be LJ and to do anything special tonight. Let's just get through this game.
Well, look, I mean, RG3 has played in 4 games this year already, so technically, by what you guys are saying, they should blow out the Jets, even though the Jets have surprised some teams. We saw the Cowboys game. This is not the Cowboys team. I get it. But RG3, by normal formula, may get an opportunity like normal because they've won, 4 games by 40. They have 40-plus points. So this may just be play.
They beat up the Rams.
Yep.
And Booger McFarland was on TV like, hey, man, what's LJ still doing out here? What's LJ still doing out here?
Yeah.
And because, again, I do think, and again, I'm not criticizing, but I do think Harbaugh and the Ravens are a little caught up in the magic of LJ, and they left him out there too long to be in that Rams game. I don't want to see it again.
He's 17-3. He's still a second-year player. He went to the playoffs last year, and the Chargers made him see ghosts. So what you're trying to do is get his reps, get his confidence, and get it sky high.
Not now, not tonight.
I understand that, but we still haven't found the safe place for him on the field other than just a handoff.
You don't want to go there. And he's going against a defense and a defensive coordinator that's known for we'll take that penalty from the referee if we can put you out of the game. And so you have to take that into account as well.
You cannot get overstated and concerned about these issues that we're roundtable discussing. Let nature take its course, as I've heard from a wise man before. Do what you need to do and continue to do those things. If the score says you can remove starters, not just the starter, if the score says, you know what, we can remove LJ from the game at this point. Let's put RG3 in. Then do it.
That's normal.
But you don't go away. And again, you got to take. We haven't even put the player's perspective in play for this as well.
I don't care about
I can only imagine how hard them boys are going to be coming off of that line and how much they're going to do to make sure that they make this a successful outing for the team and for Lamar Jackson. So, and believe you me, when you're dealing with somebody who's poised that way and motivated that way, those type of teams are hard to deal with.
I think it's a dangerous game because the Jets only have one thing to play for. Shutting down Lamar Jackson. They're 5-8. They're out of the playoff picture. The only thing they can hang their hat on is we got the second best run defense in the league.
Right.
And you know what guys do when they're out of the race or whatever? He ain't breaking his record on us. We're not going down in history on us. We don't want to, we don't want to see clips, here he is surpassing Michael Vick. And so you're going to face and I know Jamal Adams isn't playing, Quentin Williams isn't playing.
Well, thank God Adams is not playing.
You're going to have a team that only has one goal, stopping Lamar Jackson. And I just don't feed into it. I play above it. I feed him Mark Ingram, Gus Edwards, and, any other running back I have on the roster and some RG3.
Walk with me here. Here's another adage from the locker room. It takes forever to get in shape, and it takes no time to get out of it. Now, getting in shape is conditioning, and that's not just physical. Mental conditioning. That's why teams who have rested over the years have not hit their stride returning to form right after that rest. All I'm saying is whatever formula of success that they have going right now, they cooked up, please don't mess that up in overprotection mode of a quad injury on a Thursday night game when you realize that
I think we're all in agreement on what they should do. It's just a different way we would all go about it because they know the severity. Lamar knows, I feel good. If he feels good, he's going to go out there and play.
That's the most important piece of this whole
thing. And they know this. If it's not overly worrisome problem.
We don't agree up here.
100%.
I'm playing the game like normal, like nothing's wrong with Lamar until we get up by 30 or 40. If we do, and then normal, sit him, RG3 comes in. That's how I'm playing it. It doesn't sound like he's playing it.
No. I'm trying to shorten this game. And look, their offense automatically shortens the game because they rely on the running game.
Right.
But I'm trying to expose Lamar as little as possible. Again, first quarter, Lamar, go ahead. We'll do most of what we normally do.
23 yards.
Yeah, we'll do most of what we normally do. But if we get up 10 points we are now looking for the finish line and how can my defense, special teams, and these other running backs carry us through the rest of this way. Again, the Jets only have one thing to do tonight.
I don't think
the only thing in
wise.
their locker room is, hey, let's shut down Lamar Jackson.
Playing for your job, too, always.
Wise. That's not wise to send that message to your team. This team is trying to find its new identity. This is not an established team. It's a new identity. Correct.
What we're in week 13,
Baltimore.
14. What are they? We're in week 15. Their identity's set.
Their identity as a team. They don't have a Super Bowl. This Ravens team doesn't have a Super Bowl.
And they're not winning it tonight against the Jets.
Yeah, but you don't want to send the wrong message to your personnel.
Right.
And we talked about this in terms of with Cleveland and how it could become an apologist type of environment, or it could become a scapegoated type of situation where we're seeing it take place in Dallas right now. Handle your business. Like don't start changing the narrative for this team in the way that they're playing and letting them develop the attitude that's gotten them to where they're at. Now it's like, oh, you've been good enough to be this, and you've defined what you are. So now we're just going to start protecting you. We're going to protect this. Like I think that's a dangerous road to hoe. Right?
Routine is a major part of this. Let me give you the closest example I got. It's not perfectly analogous, but here we go. My son brushes his teeth and flosses twice a day. I don't, but he does. And I got him on routine. But there is a lazy night here or there. And if you drop that routine, the next time I grab that toothbrush, he looking at me crazy. He like, bruh, we out of routine, out of flow. He doesn't like habit until you stop it. Then he has to actually think through it. And a lot of times, he's not as invested until you get back into the groove. I'm just saying this whole team has found a way to get into a ecosystem, a groove.
Disturb it.
Don't disturb this groove.
And you know what?
Don't disturb.
If this was a Pee Wee football team, I'd be right there with you.
Man.
This is a group of professionals.
Oh, really? So they can just turn it on and off. What happened to your coach teams?
Man, so you saying that the youth football kid could get injured?
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. And be sure to check out more of the best clips from Speak For Yourself, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.